the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. And you better look out, college football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Sellers. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Just keep slinging it. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And he Cox.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Payne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for space. It's Lott. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This quarterback part of their running game. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Wants to return it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Carr. That's caught, it's Love. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's looking deep. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throwing on the run. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
He'll pitch it. Past the first down marker and still running. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drive.
Breaks into the open. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The RPO, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looks as if he's going to run it. Turning it on! He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The sure hands, it's Locke. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire! And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. See if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the single back. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dances away. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you go for it. Find some fresh air. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Pollard. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Fields. Stumbled to the ground. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy position.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Catch in the middle. It's Pollard. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Pollard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
With the catch, it's Pauly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's locked. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback moving. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Just drives it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And another big run by the quarterback, and he's been doing it all game long. Different ways, different styles. All you know is he's over 100 yards for the game, and the defense hasn't been able to do anything about it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Oh, he's got a chance. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slick.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Hunt is on its way. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He might want another play. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. A massive pickup on that one there in business at the That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for space. It's Love. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
Give to the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection, and that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He can't make the catch, and over the middle of the field, sometimes you hear those footsteps. It's 3rd down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Using his legs to buy some time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. to the ground with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to buy time. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Stanford. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Sellers. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wants to change this route. He leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Pulls it in. It's locked. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking for a crease. It's locked. On his feet at the 40. Made a defender miss. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quick handoff. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout the...
If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. A designed run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Tries to force another overtime period. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.